Right guys, it's Friday. I'm going to make this very short and sweet, because otherwise I'm going to end up being a single dad. We're moving house today. The monies from the house sale has just gone through. Removal men are down at my house, at my old house. Everything's stacked up. I've just driven up to my parents so Penny could get her car and obviously have meal one. Lived in that house for 5.5 years. I remember when I first moved in, I wanted to be able to get a mortgage for Penny. I think I made it was less than 15 grand I made in that first, that year leading up to it. And probably less than maybe 20 top end total before tax, something like that. Maybe even less. So yeah, it was just weird. So there's some mixed feelings because I haven't really had time to be present with it. One of them is just being fucking hell, we've come a long way, and proud of myself as well from a business perspective, coaching perspective, how much I've come on that side. And there's also a weird realization in terms of what I've got my daughter now and Brucey, we've got the dog and stuff like that, but in terms of my lifestyle, nothing's really changed. Still train, still eat, still obsessed with the gym and stuff. Managed to go away on the odd cheeky holiday there as well, even though I had no money somehow. So yeah, it's just it's fucking weird, but yeah, feeling grateful. Anyway, I best crack on, but I did want to get some kind of vlogging in. Brucey boy. Also, added benefit, my brother, Tom, which you don't like being called, Coach Tom, which he also has never said to be called, has given me a refeed day today and tomorrow because my body weight's been flying down. 181.75 this morning. Starting to get lean. Right, anyway, I best go. Yes, guys. Apologies for being a little bit slack with the videos. Today it's Tuesday. We're in the new home office setup. This is going to be soon the spare bedroom as well, obviously. And this is in the attic room. Penny's obviously sabotaging me with clothes there. But yeah, just to give you a little bit, may as well give you a bit of a tour, eh? This is the attic room. Got the, I can't turn it around. We've got some pretty, feeling grateful as fuck to be honest, because we've got some pretty epic views. So yeah, we're living. This is the office setup, same as before. I am going to get a desk that kind of comes up and down. However, I would bang my head here. I can see that happening, to be fair. But I want to be able to see the view, so I'll probably do it in here. Comes up and down. I do like the seat that I have. It looks nice. It's neutral, etc. Penny likes it. But I could do with something a bit more high-tech as well. But yeah, it's Tuesday. What the hell's the date today? The 17th of June. We moved in on Friday. So the house is a mess. Tidied it a little bit. Big bad Brucey. But yeah, we're moving and grooving. It's check-in day. I don't know whether it's a mixture of, I think it's a mixture of the sun, the fact we've just moved, the fact my energies tend to be better focused when I'm in a fat loss phase as well, because my food's not high, I'm not feeling lethargic. I think all them things combined, I'm feeling fucking super driven with just smoking my work at the minute. I'm finding it easy. But yeah, done as check-ins this morning. Still doing them now. Been swimming with Florence, which was absolutely class. So blessed I can do that. I might be training deadlifts today. I usually train Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I trained Sunday this week because I missed my Friday session last week, and I didn't bother trying to push it back. I just restarted the week this week on a Sunday, so one day earlier. So I might train today, but I just pulled a muscle in my mid back, which I've done it loads of times before. Did it low bar squatting, just because you lock your lats and everything like that, and your upper back so much. And I had a massage yesterday, so it's feeling a bit beat up, but I'm still tempted to go train and see what we can do. At the minute, The body weight is down to, at the lowest, I got down to 181.7, I believe. I'll put this week's check-in pictures up. This was after a 2-day refeed. So Tom, because my body weight was dropping quite fast, he gave me a bit of a refeed day. So a little bit more carbohydrates, etc. Performance was struggling a bit last week as well, so makes sense. I'm going on holiday 2 weeks from these check-in pictures. So I'm hoping to look something decent. I might not be as lean as last year. Last year we did a photo shoot and then I went on holiday straight away. And I think you just look leaner when you're bald and shaven and shit. I also did a bit of sunbeds last year, whereas I am pale as fuck this year. Even though I've got a bit of a neck and face tan from sitting here, I think. But yeah, that's where we're at. And obviously this year I'm powerlifting training, as I've banged on about. So it's a slightly different kettle of fish. But yeah, I'm still happy with the way I look. I still think I'm going to be in pretty awesome shape come my holiday in a couple of weeks. And it's go time to get strong. But yeah, that's where we're at. I might train today, I might not. You'll find out in a bit. Or I might train tomorrow. Okay, gonna get back to work. See you there. Right, so that session didn't go great. My back on that 170 kilo deadlift. I was supposed to do a top double RP6, same as last week. I thought, I'll see how this goes. Probably just do this weight because last week performance was down. I think it was almost a deload. Went to do 170 for 2. Actually moved really. Didn't feel heavy. And that's even with the deadlift bar not being there that I've been using, so a different bar. But, you know, makes a little bit of difference. But yeah, like my back was hurting left side, like mid upper left back, like where my lats are, sort of slash erectors. I pulled it a little bit on Sunday when I squatted, my low bar squats, which actually felt really good. The squats felt awesome, but obviously I was that locked in. My lats, mid back and everything, quite tight from all the house move stuff. I moved house on the Friday. Or moving stuff Friday, Saturday. We did have movers, but still, I was obviously doing bits. Sleep wasn't great. Kind of just caffeinated my way through that session. And back was just tight after. Had a massage on Monday, so that was Sunday massage on Monday. I told her about that part of my back, got into it a bit. So I figured Tuesday I was going to train, but I thought I'll rest it Tuesday because I've done it in the past. Where I've had a massage, deep tissue, train the following day, and that muscle group has made it worse. Which makes sense, you're essentially breaking that tissue down. It's a mistake I made years ago, maybe like 10 years ago. So I didn't want to do that again. So I thought I'd leave it a day. I could feel it a little bit today before I went in, but I thought, give it a bit of foam rolling, a little bit of mobility work first, warm up proper, I'll be sound. It wasn't really sound, it hurt a bit just on 70 kilos. I foam rolled it and then I put my belt on. It didn't really hurt on 120 at all. Like it was pain free on 120 after I did the foam rolling. And then it hurt like fuck on the 170. Went back down to 120, didn't really hurt again. So yeah, luckily I was only meant to do 2 sets today and then single leg RDLs. It's not a big issue, but at the time it was pretty, like speaking about it now, it's probably helping a little bit. Just let this car go past. Because upon reflection, it's not a big deal. I've got to keep telling myself like stuff like this. Like back feels like hurts just walking around, hurts getting up and down off the settee. Sitting at my desk is where I feel it most stiff. I think I'm just gonna get my stand-up desk ordered. Because sitting down like hunched over, it's not doing me any good. It's not doing me any favours. But yeah, that's where we're at. In pain. So same as Sunday, same today, same as some of the sessions last week. I didn't end the session with my additional bodybuilding work. I just did the programme as it was written, my powerlifting plan. Before that, I have been doing months of just adding on biceps, side raises, things like that. But I figured, just get the main session done, get out, recover. Tomorrow, going to be the first time I get to the recovery centre since the house move. So do some hot and cold. It's fucking worst case scenario. Means I'm off my phone for a little bit of de-stress, switching off and relax. Best case scenario, actually does something regarding recovery. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. And yeah, don't really know what I'm going to do this week. I'm just going to take it day by day. Message my physio, Nick, showed him what I've been doing, and yeah, take it from there. I think one thing that I'm definitely going to do going forwards is I'm definitely going to revert back to what I used to do when I powerlifted last time. And it's taken me a bit of convincing myself to do it, but this has definitely done it. Is I used to, and this is probably overboard for most people listening, I used to actually do all my rehab stuff, essentially like a full gym warm-up every morning to start the day. But I didn't do like squats, lunges, shit like that, like a pulse raise or anything. It was more just so like, right, that injury that I used to have on my lat, that injury I used to have on my pec, it's more reoccurring. I'll do the exercise that the physio gave me that helps settle that and make it feel good. And I found that what it kind of did was these movements, my mindset, when I was doing this was almost like, okay, I'm not actually training today, but I want to make, no matter what training I've done so far this week, no matter how beat up I am, or no matter how beat up I could be, I want to make myself feel that good this morning that if for whatever reason I had to train today, even though it's meant to be a rest day, I could train absolutely pain-free doing these powerlifting movements, which is a big deal when you're squatting multiple times a week, deadlifting, benching, all that kind of shit. So yeah, that's going to come back in the routine. Going to have to fit that bad boy in, which we'll do, because it's going to be top priority. And it's almost like it'll be easier once I get back from holiday as well. Once like steps come down and things like that, and we focus more on being in a little bit more of a surplus. Because essentially what I do is, when I look back and reflect now, it seems so obvious, all the physique development stuff that takes up time, such as like excessive steps, like 13,000 steps when you've got a desk job like I have, quite a lot. People don't realize it's a desk job being an online coach. 13,000 steps. You know, that half an hour to an hour in the morning that I have to divert to walking. Some of that still has to get done with the dog, but like a big chunk of that time can just be like, right, you have no excuse, you swap that out for doing your posterior knee stability drill, your stretches, your other activation stuff. So yeah, that's where we're at. They're my thoughts on this lovely summer's day from your boy, Mr. Summers. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. It's another vlog. The house move's been fucking mental. Well, the house move itself was smooth, but everything since then, organising tradies, getting stuff in, unpacking shit, twatting my head every 5 minutes in the attic. All this stuff's been mental. Not having blinds. So when Florence gets up at 4:30, we usually get back down to sleep. She comes in our room. It's go time, daddy. Time to get up. All that stuff's been mental. But yeah, we're blessed, we're living. It's sunny. Got my pooch. Got a bag of shit. And I'll see you at the next one.